morning, Singapore, and welcome to the biggest and best breakfast show in the world. It is time for The Big Show and The Big Show TV. And our guest for today and every Tuesday morning is the one, the only, the lovely, the beautiful, the patient, the all knowledgeable Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room.
Woo! Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning. He's trying to be on a roll today, is it?
Yes, he's
trying,
He's
yes.
trying, yes.
Keyword.
And you're tuned into Big Kiss 92.
It's all that Red Bull. Good morning, Dr. Jerry. So we are already March the 12th, which means the first quarter. We're into the first quarter.
Done.
Yeah.
The first quarter is almost done.
And to all our Muslim listeners and viewers, Selamat Berpuasa.
That's right. Ramadan starts today.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
go on. It's over to you, Dr. Jerry.
I'm going to stress all of you, right? Because I'm going to look at our quarterly check-in and any challenges that you have faced during this period of time. So for those listeners who are not very familiar, we are looking at the 3 S's and 2 C's. So what we want to start, stop, suspend, continue, and change. So a very simple exercise, but I thought what I wanted to do this year is to take everyone through together with the DJs, Glenn, Angel, and FD, and see how we can do this little exercise so that we can have continuity.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
what do we do?
okay, so let's check in, right? So we have to go with the 5 different things. Who wants to start first?
I will start.
Yours is the one that I didn't take down, but okay.
Oh. Okay. No, I can just contribute then. I mean, if you ask me, I'll tell you. Like, okay, you go ahead and...
I'll write down now so that I have a record.
Okay, so start. Okay. So I just let you know now. So start, I want to start listening more.
Oh.
Stop, I want to stop talking so much.
Okay, the two are correlated.
Suspend, being a fighter cock. Continue... Well, okay, I haven't filled that one in yet.
Change?
Change. Nothing.
Change nothing. But you got to change
He doesn't want to
everything
talk too much.
to do all
He wants
that
to
on top.
listen more, but he
I
doesn't
was
want
about
to
to say,
change
why
anything.
change nothing? Because I'm so perfect. But I guess not, because if not, then I wouldn't want to start, stop.
Hilarious, Angelique.
Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind. How about you just let me think about continue
Fail.
and change?
Okay.
Continue and change, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so
we'll
how?
come back.
I just
We'll come back
saw
to
the
you.
red card. Cheyenne just showed me the red card, which means we got to go on the Big Show TV now. Okay?
Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, everyone, if you want to know what Jerry thinks of FD and Angel and Shalini, make sure you stay with us. Continue to watch us on the Big Show TV. In the meantime, here are the Pet Shop Boys with Loneliness on Kiss 92.
Yoki dokie.
So how does this work, Jerry? You tell us what we said 3 months ago, and then we see whether
Yes,
we've done it.
Okay, can. So I will go with FD since you started talking. So
Oh,
your
right.
start was, I want to start a hobby. So have you started a hobby?
I have started doing my... What are those... Angel knows what those things are called. Those
Mandalas.
Mandalas.
Started doing what though?
Wow.
Actually colouring.
Coloring.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because I wanted to do that.
Yeah. Is that a hobby you consider?
It's become
Yes.
something I do every day to relax.
Okay, yeah.
Beautiful.
That's
That's
a hobby
really
though.
cool.
And that was a start, is it?
That was the start, yeah.
Okay. I'm not stripping. I'm just taking off my jacket.
You're not speaking. Dr. Jerry.
Jerry, you're terrible.
What? We didn't even think that.
No, I
Oh,
was
dear.
taking off my jacket.
Glenn
And I
is rubbing
didn't
off
want
on you,
anyone-
clearly. He's not even saying anything.
This is normal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, and you wanted to stop being easily hurt by people,
Okay, that one I haven't mastered yet.
which is
Got it.
linked to your suspend. Your suspend is putting everyone before yourself. So
Yeah.
you wanted to put a pause on that.
Yeah.
But we didn't really look at anything specific. So that may be why it is a little bit difficult. So I've just framed a challenge for us.
Okay.
And your continue is to continue looking for simplicity, and to change is to change your overthinking.
Yes. I'm on a road to changing the overthinking. I don't think I haven't completed that one yet.
It's a process, right?
It's a process, I think, and that one takes time. I think that one takes a lot of time. But definitely there are some that I'm not even close, to be honest.
Okay, so I mentioned about the being specific. So you realize sometimes you do very overarching conceptual sort of statements. It's very hard to carry out the particular task. So you need to break it down for yourself. So what does perhaps overthinking? What could be something you can do?
It's I don't. The problem is I don't know. I think I used to live with this thing of life's too short. Just take it a day at a time and live every day to the fullest. But as I grow older and as I get closer in age to things like retirement or whatever, I tend to overthink. Everything is about what if this and what if that, and how about this and how about that. And I haven't been able to pull back from that.
Okay. So perhaps what we can do, the next session is, what we want to look at is the negative thinking style. So actually there are 10 different types of negative thinking styles. So we can have people help themselves by identifying what negative thinking styles they are using. It could be black and white thinking. It could be catastrophizing. It could be, they magnifying the problem. It could be many different things. So we could look at that.
Yeah, we should look at that. Yeah.
Okay. How about the putting everyone before self? I thought that one was quite interesting.
I have to literally. I've got to stop what I'm doing and remind myself to do that.
Even the priests don't do that, like.
What a. Whenever I start to put everybody first, I've got to stop and then go, no, you come first.
You need to intentionally do it.
I have to intentionally do it.
That is the Pope's attitude. Like. Nobody can do that, like.
Even the Pope might have problems.
You might have problems with it.
That's why.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to do that, but it's a conscious physical stop doing this.
That's
it
impossible.
doesn't come naturally.
It's impossible.
I'm going to help FD a little bit. What do you want to focus about yourself? What do you want to pay attention to about yourself?
By putting everybody before me, I feel I have lost the lighter side of my life.
Oh, wait. You're saying you have put everybody...
Yeah, he says
and
everybody else.
I thought you said you wanted to work towards that.
No.
By putting everybody ahead of me, I've lost the lighter side of life. I need to find...
life?
For me, the lighter side of life... being more relaxed, not having to be conscious of what I say, think, do.
Not walk on eggshells.
Walking on eggshells, exactly. Walking on eggshells.
What are you pointing at yourself?
Wants to be me.
Oh.
Do anything you want to do. Don't give a damn about everybody else.
No, I get what he means. I know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay, traffic coming up.
Okay.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We heard someone laughing in the background. That was Dr. Geraldine Tan. Not really laughing, like she was just like...
a little giggle.
Glenn,
That's not what you sounded like.
not at all.
Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room.
Good morning. Oh my
Morning.
gosh. How did I sound like that? That sounds like something out of Sesame Street.
You didn't sound like that.
You know, Jerry, what's very interesting, we were just talking about me putting people ahead of me and wanting to change that and not being able to do it. What I have found over the last 3 months is something that has grown. And that something that has grown is a need for affirmation.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
And it's grown out of not putting myself first.
So you're constantly seeking approval.
I do it all the time. You guys don't even see it in this studio. I do it all the time.
I see a little bit of it.
You can see it, right?
Like what? Like, as in like, good job, bro.
What?
No,
Like
no.
you need that.
I'm talking and I'm looking at you.
Consciously looking
at you.
to make
For-
sure that you affirm what he said and approve of what he
Oh.
said, and you've heard what he said.
Yeah.
And you can tell when I disapprove. Because I'm talking to you, then I'm shaking my head.
No.
Then that's
Don't
bad.
make fun of this.
No.
He's
Okay,
being
okay.
serious.
No.
Okay. Let's all be serious.
I can tell whether you're on the same wavelength as me from nothing but your body.
And if not, that worries you.
That worries me.
Right?
It worries me.
No, I get that.
It worries
I
me.
mean, I understand.
I affect you too?
You affect everybody in different ways, Glenn.
I only smile at Cheyenne and Shalini.
Correct.
Everybody else, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so that's something that's come out of not putting myself first.
Right. Okay, so you are very sensitized. So now it goes to your stop, right? Because now you understand why you get easily hurt.
Yeah.
You're looking for things that may not even be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So you gain more understanding and awareness about yourself. That's a good thing too.
Yeah, that is.
Okay. So I'm going to pause you and then I'm going to switch the spotlight to Angel. Angel said your start is getting fitter, journaling, and then your stop was stop swearing. Your suspend was actually only for January.
That's right.
In drinking, and continue being a vegetarian, and changing was to change the frequency to see your family.
Yeah. So for
How
this,
did you manage to do that?
I think for the start, I did really well. I am making an effort to try working out. Well, not try, to work out at least 4 times a week. My stop swearing, I think I'm more consciously making an effort. It's not completely gone. You know, I still do find myself being vulgar every now and then, especially when something goes wrong,
Yeah,
or
but that, again, it's
or
a
it's
journey.
an exclamation or something like that. The suspend drinking, I did very, very well, actually. I didn't have anything to drink until I left for Africa, and even then it felt like I was drinking too much, because 1 glass already felt like too much because I had taken such a long break, right? Continue being vegetarian, that's still working out. The last one I'm still working on. I have not made an effort to see my family more frequently than I do now.
Okay, so the exercise 4 times a week, did you manage to continue to do that?
Yes, I'm still doing that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it go into your continue section this
Yes,
quarter?
of
the
being
next
vegetarian?
quarter?
Oh, does it go? Oh, I see. Does it continue? Yeah, okay. Continue being fitter, yes, and vegetarian, yes. That can 2 things can go into one, right?
Yes.
It doesn't have to be
Of course.
one thing that you choose. You can write a whole sentence or a paragraph within. Okay.
Yes, of
Okay.
course. But of course, we want it to be attainable, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there something you would like to start this quarter?
Ooh. Wow. No, I have to think about that, actually. I was only just trying to think about what happened in the last quarter, because when I last wrote this, it was 26th December, because I have the date there. So, yeah.
Okay, the red card is up already.
It is.
Okay, and so is your time, according
Oh.
to the psychologist, I think.
No, she hasn't
Oh,
said
not
so.
yet.
It's only 8:15. Yeah,
Okay,
no,
we'll
no, no.
continue on the Big Show TV right now. This is going to get interesting.
My full hour is not over yet. I paid for all of this.
Okay, it's 8:16. This is interesting for our Kiss 92 listeners because they are going to get more of an insight into
Who we are.
Us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I
Yes.
think, Dr. Jerry, you can go around to Glenn because I was only just looking at what I did in December and trying to see if I managed to continue it. But I need to think about what I need to do from March till June. Or not really till
Yes.
June, but
Yeah.
for now.
Okay,
For now.
so I
The
can update
next
you.
quarter.
My goodness, he's very
I
excited.
completed my list already, but then I changed my first one. So
Okay.
start. I want to start being patient and listening more. Okay, so just put in the being patient. I think maybe I'm not patient enough, lah, according to my wife at least. Okay, then stop interrupting and talking so much. Okay, suspend being a fighter cock. Okay, that's suspend being a fighter cock. Continue my bodybuilding journey.
Okay.
You want me to flex for you? I'll flex for you. And then change my narcissistic attitude. That's also what my wife says. I am a narcissist. So I told her, okay, I'll tone it down only by one notch. And I said,
Wow.
one notch. Anything more than that, I won't be me already. Fair, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm going to point out something. What we want to do is these are our goals. It's not someone telling us what to do.
Oh, so I don't have
Yes,
to listen to
because-
her.
Yeah. Let's start that list again.
I didn't quite mean it that way, but
I
you
knew
know,
it.
I was
You
just
do
about
you,
to
I do me.
Oh dear. No, because if it's somebody else asking you, it's like mom telling you, go study, go study, go study. It gets a bit irritating and annoying. It doesn't come from within. So you wouldn't have that internal motivation to try and accomplish it.
Right. No, actually, it's not her telling me. I mean, she's told me all these things, so I'm trying to like be nice, lah. Just
Your entire list is
It's all from the
your
wife, yeah.
wife.
yeah. Because I mean, I see her every day, right? So if
Yeah.
she highlights these things, I'm like, okay, that means everyone else I'm working with probably feels the same way, but then not as close to tell me something like that. So anyway, I've analyzed the situation, and I think it's okay for me to kind of like, start, stop, suspend, continue, change these things. Maybe it'll make me a better person.
Okay,
Yeah, so-
okay.
I think it's all positive.
Okay. So you realize that sometimes it's a little bit difficult, okay, and we all have challenges. Challenges comes from a few things. Expectations. So sometimes it's whose expectations. That's why I wanted to check in. You see, is it someone else's expectations? Is it your own expectations? Sometimes you flip back and you look at why it isn't working. It is our fears of starting something, fears of continuing something. Sometimes it is priorities. That means another crisis comes in. This list may get discarded or put on hold, and that's perfectly fine. Or you feel a little bit isolated. So I always emphasize on social resources. And sometimes when you don't reach out or you feel a little bit abandoned or isolated, you might find it hard to carry out what you have written down also, or what you've set out to do. So these are some of the challenges that we can face while trying really, really hard to accomplish what we set out to do. We always have such excitement writing down the list, saying we're going to do it, and then life just hijacks us. And it could be a few of these or even more. So what I would like Glenn to try and do is, how many of these on your list are actually yours?
Let me see.
Wow.
Start being patient. Actually, don't have to lah. List.
Listening more.
Listening more.
Actually, you're quite a good listener,
You're
Val.
a good
too,
listener.
Yeah.
I also think so. Maybe I'm just hanging out with the wrong person. I also think I'm a good listener.
No, you are a good
you
listener.
are.
No,
Yeah.
I think if this is coming from partner and you're relating it to people outside your home, it does tend to happen that we get a bit complacent with the people that we live with. You know what I
Okay.
mean? For some reason, we use kinder words with people that are outside the home than
true.
at home.
true.
You know, we listen more to people that we don't live with than at home. So
Right.
I think we need to be more mindful of before opening our mouths, before judging or anything. We need to just have a think or take a breath. Even, I mean, especially at home, because it's just for some reason, the words we use are nastier, the way we react,
It's true, yeah.
our tempers are shorter.
Yeah. And then you always have to think twice, 3 times, 4 times before opening your mouth. Because, if you open your mouth and, your partner is not happy about it, that's it, finish.
Yeah.
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 The whole weekend is ruined.
So why is it like that, Dr. Jerry, that
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we appreciate and we love the people that we live with. Then why don't we treat them like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes it's so comfortable that you just let yourself go a little bit, but and we don't practice it. And then when we want to do certain things, we find it a little bit difficult. For example, I'm not sure. I remember my growing up. I'm not sure if you all remember, but there's this slogan by SKM, Singapore Kindness Movement, kindness starts at home.
Yes.
You remember this
Yeah.
as this statement, this slogan, and it was they constantly remind us in primary school. I think that time I was in primary school, and you wonder why do you have to do that? So at that point in time, I didn't know why we needed to be kind at home. But you realize now the younger generation, they don't use their please and thank yous. They don't mind their P's and Q's. You hardly hear them say that. And when you think about it, they don't use it at home either. They don't practice it at home. So anything that you want to use outside, I would say practice at home until it becomes second nature. But we don't do that. We just take it for granted and we assume, and that's what a lot of people assume. I know what to do. I can do it when I need to. So it's a need to. So you put that big question mark. So when you're at home, you don't need to. You don't need to be kind. You don't need to be nice. You don't need to be polite. So there's a lot of question marks or that statement brings about a lot of questions when they say, I know when to pull it up when I need to.
Yeah.
But you should be doing it consistently until it becomes second nature. So I still advocate for kindness starts at home.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
change. So start, take it out. So I need to rework this, that means.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think
Quite a
so.
number,
I
it's like-
think so.
Being a fighter
So,
because
yes.
she always says I'm a gangster. So that's why I think, okay, the ones I take out because it's not me. I don't think I'm a
So
gangster.
for
I'm not from
FD
ACS.
and so for FD and Angel, you've got your list already and you've reflected on the first 3 months, first quarter of the year. Now it's what are you going to continue to do? What are you going to transfer to your next list for Q2, for quarter 2?
Okay.
Okay, hold on now. We're going to go back on air. Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is award-winning psychologist from the Therapy Room, Dr. Geraldine Tan. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning.
And thank you so much
Yes.
for helping my colleagues out, Angel and the Flying Dutchman.
I love these topics because it makes me think. Topics like this make
Yeah,
me think.
for sure.
And I absolutely love
And
it.
reflect.
Reflect, yeah. It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
You should get yourself a regular shrink.
I think so.
You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I think you'll greatly.
Okay, that's something I need to bring up. So when people refer to you as a shrink, do you feel like it's inappropriate, or is it okay? I mean, do you find it derogatory, or
I
would
haven't
you rather
really
not?
figured out, like, where the word shrink comes from. But in my mind, if I can shrink your problem, it
Why
would
not?
be very, it would be so much more comfortable for the person that comes, right? But we hardly get it, or we hardly get called shrinks in Singapore. Yeah,
It's very
because
American.
that's not a very common, terminology, and it's a very old terminology actually. So
right.
even the Americans don't use that anymore.
So the word shrink comes from head shrinkage, which refers to the ancient practice of shrinking the head of a conquered enemy.
Ooh,
That's it.
Oh,
there you go. Not
that's-
shrinking the problem.
Yeah,
Very
shrinking
nice.
the
That's not
head.
shrinking the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
But maybe the enemy is the problem. You know what I mean? So it's shrinking the size of the problem
Of the
itself,
problem.
which is kind of what you said.
Yeah.
Right. There you go.
The enemy being the problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shrinker, then maybe. Hey, but anyway.
Anyway.
Let's continue with this. For those of you who are just tuning in, Jerry is analyzing FD and Angel.
Yeah.
I think weeks ago, Jerry asked us to do some homework. December, that's
December,
right.
yeah.
She told us to fill up what we would like to start, stop, suspend, continue, and change.
Yeah.
And she's got the records of Angel and FD.
It's called the 3 S's and 2 C's.
Jerry, what happens now as you come to the end of the first quarter if everything in the 3 S's and C's has changed for me?
Oh, then you move on to the next goals that you
Okay.
have.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think why I wanted to do it, if we recall in December, is because many people make resolutions. A year-long resolution that never gets accomplished, and then everybody feels like a failure at the end of the year. So if by the first quarter you've accomplished something, you are already in success mode, and you just continue to move on to the next quarter and accomplish more.
Right. Okay, let's continue this on the Big Show TV. And for those of you who are tuning in right now, maybe you can just jot it down and try to fill it up for yourself. Right? Start, stop, suspend, continue, and change. All right. Meantime, here's Shaza with a new track. All You Really Need Is Love on Kiss 92.
So, Dr.
Okay.
Jerry, I just have one question. So we filled this up in December, and now we're doing it in March. Does the first list or any list have to continue into the second list, or can it be completely carte blanche? You can start because it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. You can chuck that one out. You can start a new list. You can not complete it. Sort of not put not put so much pressure on yourself.
Yep.
And it be okay with not actually doing anything from the first one.
So, for example, right, Glenn has continued his bodybuilding journey. So, but we haven't really heard what his specific goals are. So that, for different quarters could have different goals. And that can continue. Yeah, that can continue. For perhaps,
So I want basically my body to look like Rain's body in Ninja Assassin.
now
So that-
everyone
I
is
need to
going to
Google it,
what
yes, yes.
Ninja
I'm
Assassin.
waiting.
My
Oh, you've got to
favorite.
see that body.
My favorite show.
Yeah,
But of
yeah,
course,
yeah.
he did that just eating chicken breast and broccoli every day.
Yeah.
Ooh, chicken
Yeah.
breast and broccoli.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
dear.
that is quite nice. Quite
That's a
lean.
nice body.
Yeah.
really.
But he couldn't even maintain it.
Yeah.
No? What does he
Yeah.
look like now?
It's very hard to maintain
Not like
that
that.
body.
That's very lean. But I would like to at least get to that point,
Yeah.
Get close to that point.
Yeah.
I Google rain and it tells me the weather. Okay.
If I get to that point, right, my body, if I get to that point, all of you here in the studio wouldn't mind if I do the show just in my jeans.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
have to get a vote on that. Okay, so Dr. Jerry, please carry on and take Glenn off this topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, now his brain is full of that. He just filled our brains also. Oh dear.
Yeah.
But he was saying whether there's any continuity or not. If you see your list, there will be different goals that you can actually continue. Might be some that you want to completely throw away. So, for example, like the Angel, you'll suspend, know, so suspend the temporary drinking. That one we can throw. You know, it's already done. We probably have something else that we want to look at, and that's okay.
Can't think of anything right now. I've got that blank. I've got suspend and change blank on my current list.
Oh.
Yeah. So sometimes it's more difficult than we actually realize, but it is your list. It's a personal list. It does not mean you have to fill in everyone at different points in time. If you can fill in, it means that there's something to work towards. If there's nothing to fill in, don't be harsh to yourself. That's fine.
Jerry, when we fill in the start, stop, suspend, continue, change, does it have to be in that order? Or can I say start, stop, suspend,
change, continue?
Doesn't matter.
Change, continue. Because that's a better thought process for me.
Then change it. Can
Can,
change,
right?
right? Yeah.
Of course. Okay. Yeah. Because it's your list.
In
Whatever
any
works
order.
for you.
You can even start with change,
Yeah.
continue, start, stop, spend.
as long as
it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, you've overthunk that as
I'm
well.
already overthinking that.
Yeah.
Right down to something as silly as that, I overthink
You've
it.
overthought it. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So can I change the whole narcissistic thing? Because I really don't
It's
feel
your
like
list.
I'm
You can do anything you want with it.
Yeah, it's your list.
I may be
So-
supremely confident,
Yeah.
but not.
So I'm looking at the list I've got for the next quarter, and it's completely different from the list I had for the first quarter
Do you want to share or don't?
because it is very focused on myself.
Do you want to share or not?
Okay, go
I
for
don't
it.
know. Let me think about it
Okay,
for a couple of
alright.
minutes. I'm not quite sure.
Okay. No worries at all.
Yeah.
So, but what FD has highlighted is one, your goals need to be specific. Two, be flexible. Because sometimes when we are very rigid, so you thought that that list has to follow a certain flow, but
Yeah.
I didn't say that it has to follow a certain flow.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes the trap that we get ourselves into. We set ourselves something and we want to follow it so rigidly instead of being flexible. So that's where we become unkind to ourselves.
Yeah.
So be specific, be flexible. Now, what we can use for our goals is SMART goals. So the children learn that in school. I believe Adrian also used that in the organizations to help people to work on their goals. SMART is a acronym for not acronym, but a mnemonic a method to just look at goals, and they need to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So the time bound one I have set at as 1 quarter. So every quarter we will revisit. Specific is what I'm encouraging all of us to do, because sometimes we give very broad strokes, but we don't concretize what we want to do. So we want to make it a bit more specific. We want to be outcome driven. So, for example, Glenn says, I want to have Rain's body. But to get to Rain's
In
body,
Ninja Assassin, not now. Now he looks
Very
very different.
specific.
Yes. So I think he has like 8 ribs, 8, I don't know how many,
Packs.
he has different
Yeah.
packs. And then
Is that him
yes, I don't
now?
know.
Is that the same guy?
Yes.
Oh, he looks. Yes, you're right. He looks very different.
So measurable, what is measurable? So is that 8 packs too far? Can we be a bit more specific? Can we have a bit more measurable goals? And are they achievable? So if I look at his body, I go like, I cannot lah. I will give up even before I try. So what would be achievable and is it relevant? Because perhaps you want to get that body and you're going to start another career in modeling. So that's relevant.
Oh.
But I
No, I don't think we need to put him in the limelight anymore than he already is.
Never thought of that.
But Dr. Jerry, do we need to be like okay, we'll take Glenn as an example because he says he wants to look like Rain in
Ninja Assassin.
Yes, Ninja Assassin. Does he need to be asking the question, okay, he wants to go that way. Do we need to find out the why of why we want to get there? Do we have to ask ourselves that? Or it doesn't matter?
I mean, that would be a little bit more deeper, detailed, perhaps his own individual therapy, he can look at that. But I suppose because we are looking at something that is doable for everyone, so this is doable for everyone. You're absolutely right. Sometimes we are... our motivator could be something else, and it can be quite sinister also. So we do want to look at it.
I just want to do this to inspire everyone over the age of 50. Because I'm 53, I'll be 54 this year, and I just want to be in the best shape of my life, right?
Yeah, then
like
that's your why.
Chuan Do, right?
But it'd be a great inspiration for a lot of people.
That is your why.
Stand by, we're going to go with a traffic update. Stand by. Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. It's Glenn Angel and the Flying Dutchman, and our guest is Dr. Geraldine Tan from the Therapy Room.
Matthew has come on our Facebook page, and Matthew is an absolute champion. He's still listening to you, wanting to develop your body, blah, blah, blah. He says Glenn can aim to be a hunkle.
Oh my God! I know exactly what that means.
Because you're 53 and you're a hunk, so you're a hunkle.
No, can I just say, we can take the uncle thing out, okay? If you're 53 and you're looking like Rain in Ninja Assassin, you're a hunk.
You're a hunk, I reckon.
full
I don't think Chuan Do, for example, is a hunkle.
No,
I think
you
he's a
don't.
hunk.
Yeah,
he's
they're
a hunk
hunks.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
So funny.
Hunkle doesn't even sound good.
No, it sounds creepy.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's not go the hunkle way.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Dr. Jerry, we're talking about the 3 S's and 2 C's.
Yes, we are. And we're looking at SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So those are SMART goals.
Okay, I filled out my list
Oh.
for
Yay!
this quarter.
Yeah.
You
My-
too.
Yeah.
Did any of yours overlap? This time? I like two connected.
Only the getting fitter and vegetarian part. So for my start,
Okay.
I want to show more appreciation to my loved ones, like what I was talking about, things at home. Yesterday, I totally lost it with my golden retriever, and they are the sweetest animals in the entire world, but I completely lost it. So I need to start sort of slowing down and just like not being so short on
Is that the first time you're losing it with him?
Like that, yes.
Yes.
I was just like,
Well done.
no, yeah.
It's happened.
As a dog owner,
No,
I was wondering, when is it going to happen? I mean, it's natural.
It is.
It is, yeah. So
They're like children.
They are. Yes, I almost put him in a corner as well. For my stop, I want to stop snacking between meals because it's a terrible, terrible habit. Suspend, which also relates to stop and continue. I want to suspend trying to fit into clothes from 10 years ago because I'm no longer the same person, and it makes me feel very, very sad when I can't fit into clothes that I used to wear.
10 years ago.
Yeah, I know. I need to stop having those expectations for myself. I'm going to continue being vegetarian, obviously, and also getting fit. And I want to change my rigidity and my OCDness. I need to stop doing that because sometimes I'm just like so rigid when it comes to how certain things need to be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to try and see if we can be a bit more specific. So the suspend part, you still have your clothes from 10 years ago.
I'm going to sell them.
Okay.
Get rid of them. I'm going to clear out the cabinet. Yeah.
Concrete action
Yeah.
that you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I mean by specific.
Okay. Yeah. Get rid of the stuff that does not fit.
Yeah. So stop snacking. Is there one action that you can do?
Get rid of the snacks and stop buying them.
Tie your hands together.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but there you go. You've got something that is specific, and how can you then perhaps for the stop snacking part, how can you then measure whether you've succeeded or not? If you don't have any snacks at home, or if you give yourself permission to snack once a week and you accomplish
like a cheat day. Yeah, I think I do a cheat day. No, I think my goal would be, especially during the week, not between meals. I don't need to snack. Yeah.
So
3
during
times a
the
week.
weekday.
Tape your mouth after your
my
meals.
After your
meals,
meals.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Tell you what, let's continue this conversation on the Big Show TV. Okay, here's Lizzo with Juice on Kiss 92.
Alrighty.
Yes. So we all have, and we're going to have everyone think about it, because we're going to check in June.
I'll forward Shalini on the same email because I found the previous email.
Okay, so we have our challenges and our sharing what kind of stops us or what becomes our obstacle. So what we want to do is, this is like a plan. So to work around our challenges, 1, we need a plan. Okay. 2, we want to be grateful that we are embarking on this journey. So grateful to yourself. Grateful that you're given this opportunity. Grateful for being healthy, for Glenn, for being healthy, that he can even consider working towards Rain's body in Ninja Assassin. Yeah, so being grateful. And I always emphasize this, to be accepting of support. So social support is very important, but sometimes we reject and we isolate. So sometimes we fail not because we cannot do it. Sometimes we fail because we feel very isolated, or we don't allow ourselves to accept someone else's help. Okay?
Right.
And the 4th one is what FD mentioned about the negative thinking. So what we want to do is letting ourselves know that we can do it. We can make changes. We can grow. So that growth mindset. So allowing ourselves to remember that. Yeah. And then the last one is actually believing that you can be a better person. So really that hope, right? Giving yourself hope. If you keep telling yourself, Daila cannot, I won't be able to do it, you've already failed because you've told yourself you can't do it. So it's not about trying to moderate expectations, which a lot of people love to say, I must moderate my expectation. I must let myself know that I cannot do it so that anything else becomes a bonus. But no, what we want to do is to give ourselves hope, to put us in a more neutral or positive space.
Okay.
So that's
FD, you got your
5
list?
things.
Okay,
Are you not sharing?
I got my list ready.
Oh, okay, finally.
Like Glenn doing.
Okay, I think after.
If we have time.
You should see his paper. It's all like
only I can
scribble.
So so I take out the start, stop, and suspend, because early on I felt like it was influenced.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So start being more confident.
You see?
Stop listening to wife. Suspend being more patient. I think I'm quite patient already.
Suspend being more patient.
So you want to be impatient?
No, because I was told that I'm
Impatient.
very impatient. So, but I don't believe that I am, because now I'm being more confident in myself, and I'm thinking like, actually, I'm not that impatient, right? So I'm suspending working towards being more patient because I don't need to. Does that make sense?
Sure, to you only maybe.
Coming
Not
up,
yet.
weather.
Okay.
Live.
Yeah. I didn't know
Yes,
that
everything is live.
was that dead weather.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then after continue bodybuilding.
Okay,
journey,
wait. Hold on.
Okay, all right. So what should I share? Wait, Did I mention that on air just now?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, no, on the Big Show
Big Show
TV.
TV.
It's still on the Big Show TV now. We just went for weather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still on the Big Show
complete
TV.
your list.
Okay, cool. Okay, so, oh my God. I feel like deja vu, starting again from the top. Okay,
No, you-
so start being more confident in the bedroom. Stop.
have you got a new list now?
You went through start and stop already, you know.
Oh, okay. Then she
Start
said
being more confident. You didn't have in the bedroom earlier.
Yeah, it was just being
Oh.
more confident. So now you've added the bedroom.
He's completed the sentence.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I don't know why. I'm not as confident in the bedroom. Maybe less flexible. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Stop listening to the wife.
Yes.
Yes, that you
Maybe
said.
she's the one who's affecting my confidence. Suspend working towards being more patient, because I think it's okay. I'm the way I am, right? If I'm impatient, there has to be a good reason.
Somebody else's reason.
Continue
obviously.
my bodybuilding journey and change my own light bulbs, so I don't have to call the
Jerry,
electrician.
now you understand why sometimes I want to hit him up the back of his head.
Oh my gosh.
Change my own
Okay,
light
that's
bulbs.
my list. Yeah, spending money
You know
calling
what?
the electrician.
It's his list. He's allowed to do
Yeah,
anything.
that's
he
right.
wants.
Exactly.
You know why? Before I used to change my own light bulbs, my ceiling is quite high. I'll take the ladder out and then of course I had to talk to my insurance agent who actually fell off the damn ladder and hit his head and almost died.
So now you
See?
have coverage for climbing ladders?
No, so now I'm like, okay, hello, Mr. Electrician, can you please come over? I have 8 light bulbs that I need you to change for me. So yeah, there you go. Change
Your own light bulbs.
my own light bulbs. Not be afraid, because if I'm
So that's
Careful.
more confident then.
Correct, there
Okay,
you go.
all right. Coming back. Going back on air last time.
Okay.
Oh dear.
The Chainsmokers, Summertime Friends, right here on Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place. That song going out to all the smokers, including the vapors. Be careful, huh?
Yeah.
Ah.
Be very careful.
Don't be like those ACS boys.
we were just
Get
talking.
rid of your vapes.
I mean,
Yeah.
you missed a really funny session on the Big Show TV with Glenn going through his list of start, stop, suspend, continue, change. But I tell you what, can I give you a new list?
What?
Start being less irritating. Stop being irritating.
There.
Suspend being irritating.
There.
Continue being less irritating. And change your irritants.
Who do you think you are? My wife.
That would be our list.
That's
Exactly.
exactly what we'll come up with.
Oh dear me. It's okay.
Okay.
I think thank you for showing everyone how it can be, not so scary in the therapy room or in any counseling room. And it's not that bad. We don't ask you to do very tough things.
No, but I think a lot of people need to get rid of that fear if they're going to see a psychologist or a psychiatrist, because it's not that scary.
Do you have a fear of it?
No.
It's not scary. I'm telling you, most people, they just don't want to pay. That's why.
They think it's very expensive as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. But it's not,
It's not.
for
Yeah.
for your own mental well-being.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like you're seeing a doctor. If you're unwell, you go and see a doctor,
Yeah.
It's
right?
true.
Yeah.
It's exactly
Yeah.
the same. Exactly the same.
Yes. So in any case, the government is going to have the polyclinics, and you're going to have more psychologists rather at the polyclinics in the public healthcare system. So, go, even if you don't go like, every week, every quarter, or every, twice a year, that would suffice.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we done
Yes.
or
FD?
Okay.
I think he wants to go through his
I've
list.
given
Please, please.
everybody their list.
carry on?
So I started this list when we started this conversation, and I've been listening to everybody, and it's been changing and coming back and changing and coming back, and it completely centers around me.
Good.
Okay? Completely centers around me. Start appreciating myself more. Stop worrying about what I can't control.
Yeah.
Suspend chasing the almighty dollar. What will be, will be.
Huh? You chase the almighty dollar.
I do. In many ways, I do.
And you're Eurasian, some more.
Yeah, well. I put change before continue because it's easier for the thought process. Change the need for affirmation. I think that's a very big thing
huge.
that I have to do.
Yeah.
I have to change the need for affirmation. And continue. What I've realized since we did the very first one and through the last few months, I really don't know who I am now. So I want to go on that journey. I want to continue that journey to find out who I am.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't say.
No.
No.
Car-
Say. Because you are going to add the funny to that.
No. I'm like Bruce Jenner or what?
No.
Not that.
Not that kind of journey. No,
not that kind of journey.
Okay, just
But
checking.
I want to continue this journey because I want to find out who I am before it's too late.
Yeah. Now's a good time to start.
Yeah. I only said that because, one time someone called him Mrs. Doubtfire.
This
I'm like,
is true.
If you watch Mrs.
And
Doubtfire...
you never
is
know.
true.
We won't judge. I mean, if you,
True.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Okay,
yeah, those are mine.
I'm going to have FD do a little bit more thinking, after the show what are you going to do to appreciate yourself? What are you going to, so worrying about what you can't control. So what can you control? So we want to go with that.
Okay.
If you don't focus on the dollar, what are you going to focus on? Then the change is you want to change the need for affirmation. So who is going to affirm you? So we're not going to throw away affirmation. We're not going to lie and say we don't need it, but where are you going to get it? You're still going to get it from somewhere. Right? And then it will come to your finding about yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave that. So you've got your 4 whats for the other areas.
Okay. Look at Dr. Geraldine Tan. This is exactly whom you'll be seeing if you go to the therapy room and look for Dr. Jerry.
And I hope that people who watch our Facebook Live walk away with less fear. Less fear.
I don't think anyone is really scared.
I think a lot of people are very scared.
Okay, we got to go. Jerry, last words,
Yes.
please.
And this is a Jerry's original, okay? So the opposite of wrong is not right. It's being authentic.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. I thought there was more.
Yeah,
I thought
I
there was
like
more.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much,
good
Jerry.
one.
Yes.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
the opposite is wrong, it's not right, it's being authentic. And all of you were authentic. There was no right and there was no wrong. You're being so honest. And I'm so grateful for all of you.
Well, actually, some of the answers just now as they were talking about it, in my mind, I was thinking, no, just kidding.
We're grateful for you as
Yes,
well, Dr.
we are
Jerry.
grateful for you. Thank you so much, Jerry. We'll see you next week.
All of you next week. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Up next, headline news and sports.